Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the opportunity to be with you for Synod 2020 for a brief presentation. My presentation this evening offers a brief overview of some of the key findings from the evaluation conducted following Synod 2019. A copy of that report, Developing Common See for a New Decade, is available to all members, and hopefully you have had an opportunity to review it. At the outset, I would like to thank those of you who responded to last year's invitation to participate in the evaluation. Your contribution was valued and appreciated. Synod 2019 was an overwhelming success, and its evaluation offered some interesting insights. New elements were introduced to the order of business, such as the panel discussion and the roundtable discussion, and they were beneficial for many reasons. From an operations perspective, Synod 2019 demonstrated that new structures were very effective for creating a positive environment that would facilitate opportunities for meaningful engagement and reflection amongst members. Furthermore, Synod effectively served as a first step for considering how the diocese might continue to move forward with the Common See initiative and vision build as it prepared to embrace a new decade. An invitation to participate in an evaluation survey was emailed to members last year. 74 responses were considered for the analysis, and more details about the methodology are available in part 2 of the report beginning on page 10. As you will see, almost 95% of members believe that the panel discussion was an interesting activity. Many of you may remember that we had the opportunity to hear from 5 speakers, myself included, about what activities and initiatives were going on across the diocese. Similarly, 86% of respondents noted that the roundtable discussion was a beneficial exercise, with many noting that it provided an opportunity for each individual to participate and have their voice heard. People enjoyed listening to and learning from each other. Brainstorming during the session demonstrated the innovative ways in which people and parishes could integrate their ideas and move forward with new initiatives and essentially learn about what might work or might not work in their various parishes, given the different circumstances and realities each one faces. This offered a rare opportunity for an open and friendly exchange between members, but it also reaffirmed people's belief in the richness and diversity within the Anglican Communion. Another reason this new element was successful was because it offered an opportunity to engage between the clergy and laity. In fact, 93% of respondents reported that there was a greater need for more engagement of this kind. Opportunities also exist for improving certain aspects of Synod going forward. The data demonstrates that Synod's age demographic lacks diversity. Approximately 2/3 of all respondents were over 60 years of age. No respondent was under 30, and only 3 respondents were aged 30 to 39 years old. There is an absence of younger age cohorts. It appears that the midweek and evening timing of Synod presents challenges for the younger generation and those with families. This represents a potential loss of input from those with different perspectives. For example, while very interesting and meaningful ideas were put forward in the youth discussion groups, it is worth considering how those ideas might have varied had there been greater input from a generation of parents or younger adults. This issue has the potential to merit further consideration more broadly. Another potential opportunity also exists for Synod to be more inclusive. This relates to the fact that no person of colour attended Synod in 2019. This is unfortunate because it does not reflect the ethnically diverse profiles of many parishes across the United Diocese, or indeed the country's population more broadly. As you will see in this slide, one respondent noted that such lack of diversity is not appropriate in modern Ireland. Other respondents expressed their regret at this reality, but it in no way suggests that there is an unwillingness to be non-inclusive, given the breadth of the ideas and the genuine wish for meaningful engagement with people of other faiths, as noted from the data that emerged from the Church and other faith roundtable discussion groups. Learning about the findings of the Common See report was also well received. For many, it was encouraging and invigorating to hear about the many positive and innovative ways people and parishes were doing church in response to the Common See initiative. For one respondent, Common See served as an enabling guide to assist with vision building in their parish. the practice of modernising worship through the application of the 5 marks of mission framework and applying that locally in their own parish has captivated and energised many on their journey of intentional discipleship across the United Diocese. 72% of respondents noted that opportunity exists in their parish to undertake a Come and See initiative. While the Come and See report shows that many parishes were already doing things intuitively themselves, using the 5 marks of mission framework offers the opportunity to embed one's practice firmly in Scripture, thus enriching their journey of intentional discipleship as they grow in the image and likeness of God. And this was evident in people's accounts of what they were doing in their parishes, and also in terms of what they would like to do in their parishes going forward. Finally, I now wish to acknowledge my Come and See co-author, Dr. David Toohey. I had the privilege of working with David on Come and See research in 2018 and 2019. Some of the most recent work we discussed was Synod 2019 and planning for another diocesan forum in high school in February 2020. David was passionate about Come and See and enthused by how warmly it was received by Synod members last year. Sadly, David passed away 3 months later in January 2020. Close friends and colleagues were devastated by his passing. David has left us with a rich legacy, a multifaceted one demonstrating his commitment to theology, scholarship, education, and ecumenism. I believe David's legacy serves as a fine example of how we can all learn to grow in the image and likeness of God. David was a wonderful colleague and friend and is greatly missed. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings me to the end of my presentation to you all this evening. Thank you very much for your time. Please do take care and stay safe. Thank you very much.